What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back for a recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 12, episode 20. Let's get off into it. So, before I get to the recap, I had somebody reach out to me and ask me to do a video on Nene and Kim, and do I think Kim needs to come back to the show? Okay, let's just address that now, because to me, that does not need a whole video. I do not think Kim Zolciak needs to come back on this show. She is not needed. She is not liked. All I see Nene doing when she brings up Kim is, I don't know. I just feel like Nene is saying that Kim needs to come back because it's kind of like she knows that Kenya and Kim will go at it like crazy and it'll make a good show. I think that's where Nene is coming from with that. But I'm completely against it. Y'all know that Nene is my girl, but I disagree with her on that because I ain't forgot how bad they all dragged that damn Kim, honey. Season 10, they all dragged her. So, and a lot of people are saying, well, Nene is a flip-flop because she dragged Kim season 10. But y'all got to remember, season 11, Greg ended up getting cancer, okay? So, Kim reached out, no matter, what her and Nene go through, okay? Because at first I was one of them people, I was sick of the whole Kim and Nene, they keep breaking up, getting back together, and, I get sick of that with them. I just want these women to just freaking be cordial, and it looks like they are in a good space. But Kim reached out, when Greg was sick. She put her bullshit to the side. Did Sheree do that? No. Because y'all remember Sheree and Nene had an issue season 10. So I ain't hear nothing about no damn Sheree, but I do know that Kim did that, and that was cool as hell. That was cool, and they ended up squashing, their issue. Because Kim acted a damn fool season 10 talking about Nene got roaches in her house. I didn't like none of that. That was too much. But, I still don't like Kim, but I thought that was pretty cool for her to reach out to Nene in her time of need. A lot of people, they don't do stuff like that. So for her to do that, I think Nene was like, you know what, Kim, you're okay with me. I'll be cordial with you. I may do a little business with you. I don't know if they should do business, you guys, because those two fall out a lot when they have to work together. And I think Nene even mentioned that they fall out a lot. But I think that, it's kind of like, girl, come on back to the show. Let's take Kenya down. I think it's some shit like that. But I don't think that Kim is needed for this show. I think they should just keep everybody that they have. I will take Eva over Kim. So that's how I feel about that. So we got Nene and Greg. They're talking. Nene lets Greg know that her and Portia made up while they were in Greece. Greg also mentions that he's busy, doing speaking engagements for the American Cancer Society. So I guess he's like a spokesperson, which is good. I'm happy to see that Greg is in very good health. Nene also mentioned, how Kenya was acting the whole trip, and, how everybody found out she was going through a divorce, and Nene kept trying to extend a hand to her saying, hey, are you okay? We should talk. And Kenya just kept giving her ass to kiss. And, it was very disrespectful. A lot of people keep saying that, well, Kenya has a right to, not like Nene because Nene was just so wrong, and she said her husband, don't want her no more, and, well, shit, it's true, ain't it? I mean, I'm just saying, shit, a lot of the shit that people get on Nene for saying, it be true. But this is the thing, and this is what you guys have to keep in mind. If you keep extending the hand to somebody, and I know, because I've been through this situation with people where I will try to move on with people and they want to keep being rude. They want to keep ignoring me, being disrespectful. You're going to end up blowing up on that person. So when I hear people in their reviews, they say stuff like, "Oh, well, Nene was never genuine because as soon as she couldn't wait to throw Kenya's marriage in her face." No, that's what happens when you keep being a rude ass bitch to people and they keep trying to be nice to you. People get sick of being nice all the time. And, it's kind of like it's not working, so let me give you some of this negative action, honey. Okay, let's see what that do. And that did something. Kenya responded to the negativity. She responded to the negativity that Nene threw at her, but never to anything positive. So that shows you, what space she's in, okay? Because she could have just kept it cute and just kept it moving, but she didn't do that. She kept trying to play hardball, and Nene dragged her ass in grease, honey. She let her have it. And damn near spit them damn popcorn seeds on her or whatever the hell she had. So I don't know, honey. So Nene mentioned the Buffalo comment to Greg. Y'all know that's what Kenya said Nene called her when she was pregnant. So Nene explained the situation, and I remember it happening like that when Kenya came really pregnant, y'all know, to Cynthia's event. Nene, once again, even at that event, you all, she was trying to speak to her. She was being positive to her, Before she even went negative on Kenya, she was being cordial and kind, and Kenya was ignoring her. So that's why, Kenya, you got called a damn buffalo. She wasn't talking about your child. I know, you guys, it's on tape that Nene said that Kenya was having a buffalo or whatever. But I believe Nene meant that in a way of, you're a buffalo, you're big and bloated and pregnant. We all know that Nene was talking about Kenya, so people can miss me with that whole, oh, well, she's talking about people's kids. Nene also mentioned that through the years, Kenya has came for everybody's marriage. I already told y'all about that. They showed the clip where Kenya was talking to Miss Lawrence and telling him that, Portia was Cordell's beard, and that's why their marriage didn't work, and he wasn't into her and all of that. And you see all the shit that she's going through. Karma is a bitch, trust me, okay? They also mentioned when she talked about somebody's child, when she talked about Kim's child, and Kenya had mentioned, well, let's see, whose dick your daughter will suck for John Legend tickets. As far as that, my issue with that is that's a completely different situation than all the other stuff that Kenya has did through the years. They could have brought up Phaedra and Apollo, how she disrespected their marriage. They could have brought up Natalie and Christopher, and the list goes on and on, of the people's marriage that, she has talked about. But as far as that whole situation with Kim Zolciak, on season 10, I was Team Kenya. I was absolutely Team Kenya, and here is why. Kim was being shady that whole night. She kept saying Kenya's husband wasn't real, he's this, he's that, and it was funny, I'm not gonna lie, it was funny, but you can't keep poking the bear, and then when the bear attacked, you like, well, why you say that and you went too far? No, and then Kim got her stupid ass on the internet and made a stupid tweet about, well, who does Brielle have to blow for John Legend tickets? Why would you say that about your own damn child? Just no damn home training. It don't matter how much money some people get. They just say and do the dumbest things. I tell you. But yeah, I was Team Kenya for that one. Nene pretty much told Greg, after, trying to be cool with that girl, I'm done with her. And, Greg was like, well, I would just move on because you have been the bigger person, extending the olive branch to her and she won't receive it. So let it go. And I agree. So next we got Candy and Todd. Todd, what the hell is your problem? You sitting up here, you upset and you frustrated that Candy is doing a sex scene with some man, but yet, you can't keep poking the bear, and then when the bear attack, you like, well, why you say that about your own damn child? Just no damn home training. It don't matter how much money some people get. You just they just say and do the dumbest things. I tell you. But yeah, I was Team Kenya for that one. So next we got you've had threesomes with her and you've shared her before. Like I said before, she's just getting paid for it on the TV show. So, like, y'all, I can't feel no sympathy for him because you already sharing your wife. You already don't have your wife to yourself because y'all wouldn't participate in that type of behavior. I do not feel in a marriage you should be having threesomes and be, I don't know. Like, if you want to openly have an open relationship, that's different. If that's what y'all want to do, I don't know. But I just feel like it's just bullshit that he's all of a sudden, he's so jealous, about what Candy is doing on the show. Anyways, she ends up talking about how she has to pack. So they show her packing, for Chicago, and she's busy and she's all over the place. I'm sick of this fucking storyline. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. It's always, oh, I work too much. Oh, I feel horrible as a mom. We see when she gets out to Chicago, we see there's a scene with baby Ace and he's crying and he wants his mommy, and I'm just over this damn storyline, okay? I'm over it. We could have Phaedra, Apollo, and LaToya Jackson, Apollo's new woman. We could have all of that on this show. We could do without Candy and this same shit. All she do is create more kids and then sit up here and say, oh, I feel like a bad mom because I don't have any time for them. Girl, bye, okay? Stop playing with us. Candy and Todd also mentioned that they are going to get some counseling. So I think that that's good. That's cool. Work on your relationship. I like Candy and Todd together. I'm just sick of seeing them on the show. But I do like their relationship. And I feel like it's pretty real. So I'll give them that. Okay, so next we got Nene and Cynthia. They are at Nene's store, Swag, and they both look so pretty. They both have leopard on. I love Nene's hair. Cynthia, it looked like that wig you got on your head, girl, is doing some social distancing. Okay, it looked like it's trying to distance itself from your head, girl. Okay, I wish she would throw that wig away. She keep wearing that wig. I done seen it before. I don't want to see it no more. Take that shit off your head. Okay, stop playing, Cynthia. Normally, y'all know Cynthia is the prettiest one on here. Y'all know I think she the baddest, honey. But that wig got to go. That damn Nene is a fool. They end up going outside because they hear Portia riding by. And Nene started doing the damn robot and shit. I thought that was funny. I like seeing Portia, Nene, and Cynthia together. Like, they are such a vibe. They are such a mood. Portia ends up telling them about her charity event, that she's putting together and how she's inviting all the girls. And, Nene and Cynthia mentioned, that they will be there to support her. So, that was a good look. But I really enjoyed seeing Nene and Cynthia together again. I really did. It's something about their chemistry that they have together. It just seems very real and very genuine. But it's a shame that Cynthia, it just seemed like she's willing to throw it away to be cool with Kenya. I don't feel like Kenya has Cynthia's best interest at heart. I think she may care for Cynthia, but we have to remember, you guys, sometimes people, they may care for us, but sometimes they don't always have our best interests at heart, because we could just tell through this season that Kenya has been throwing Cynthia under the bus with the wine, and it was a couple of other times she was throwing her under the bus. It's just too much for me, honey. Okay. But yeah, that was cute when Cynthia did those impressions of Nene, because she wanted to show Nene all the different impressions she was going to do for the little scene in Greece. They didn't get to do it because Nene ran off, and Nene was like, yes, girl, because Cynthia was like, yeah, I'm the HBIC. I'm the threat. I'm the one. All that shit that Nene be saying. So that was really fun. That was cute. So next we got Kenya. She done met up with this lady, honey. She's meeting up with this lady because she wants to protect her assets and she wants to pass them down to her daughter. Didn't we already see her do this? But here we go again. So she's basically letting her know that, it's a shame that, me and my husband, we are in the place that we are in, but, I asked, would he be open to counseling? And, he wasn't open to counseling. Kenya, all of that is a sign right there to let this go. He's not opening to work on it. Then, he's not into you, girl. And it's cool. I told you all before, and I will keep saying it on this channel. When people love you, they will find a way to be in your life and to stay in your life. I promise you, they will. What's for you will never take so much effort, and it won't be so confusing because you will see that person. Now, you're going to see them make mistakes. We're all flawed human beings. Everybody makes mistakes, but you're just going to always kind of see them consistently giving you, their best shot at things. So they will go to counseling. You could see that whole situation with Candy and Todd. Todd is willing to go to counseling. He loves Candy. He wants to make that work. But with Mark, it's very different. It was very interesting. She got to talking to the lady and saying, oh, well, I'm not trying to come out of this situation, financially. It's not about the money for me because honestly, I'm the one that makes the most out of me and him. And she had a little, a little smile, a little grin on her face. Kenya, that right there is the problem. That right there is the problem. That you think everything is about some money. Oh, well, I have more than him and you're still by yourself. Okay? You don't have your husband and he was good enough when, to marry. I don't like how she tried to take that dig, you guys, at Mark. Oh, he don't have all of what I have. You still lonely. You got all the cars, you got a nice house and everything, and you are still by yourself, Kenya. And I guess that's where you need to be until you get your shit together. You need to seriously go to therapy and get that together. But yeah, I noticed she took a dig at his finances, and I didn't think it was cute. Back to Candy and Todd. I should smack both of y'all. Y'all got my baby Ace crying. He is such a star, you guys. That baby was crying. Y'all then dragged the baby into y'all nonsense. I didn't like that, you guys. I hope that they get this together. Eva. I keep forgetting that you are on the show. That is not good. That is not good. I'm sorry, y'all. And y'all know I like Eva. I think she's beautiful, witty, intelligent. I really do. But I just be forgetting she on the damn show. So we see Eva and her new baby. That baby looked like the daddy, honey. You didn't have nothing to do with that one, Eva. Looked just like the daddy. But the baby is cute. Cute. Guess his name is Maverick. That's different. I love names like that are different. We see Cynthia visit Eva. Eva had like a little photo shoot for the baby. So Cynthia came in and she still got that hideous ass wig on, but she holds the baby and, comforts Eva. So it's cute. I like Cynthia and Eva together. I'm here for this more than her and Kenya. I really am. Because I really do feel like Eva genuinely likes Cynthia. And they really care for each other. It's natural. It's like Cynthia looks at her as a little sis the way Nene looks at Portia. So that's what I see. So Cynthia begins letting Eva know what happened on the trip to Greece and how Portia and Nene are cool. And then she also let her know that, Nene kept trying to reach out to Kenya while they were in Greece and Kenya just was never receptive to it. So what do y'all think about what Cynthia said to Eva? If I threw a bitch away every time she wronged me, I wouldn't have any friends. Felt like that was pretty interesting. And that's true. You don't want to throw people away just because they have wronged you, because people are flawed, and we all are in our own different ways. But Cynthia, you a damn fool, because you sit up here and allow Kenya to be so shady and allow her to just be so rude to you. She judges your businesses and your relationship and giving you that bad advice. Girl, no ma'am, that's not a friend. Okay? And what I don't like about Eva, I know some people will say it's not Eva's place. Eva is just kind of too neutral. Like, but she wasn't angry, so I guess I'll give her a pass. But Eva, in my opinion, she too neutral. You gotta be outspoken to be on this show and speak up. I like that Portia had let Cynthia know that's not cool for your friend to come after your businesses. But Eva, just was like, oh, well, she apologized. Like, come on now. Like, I don't know. I don't like friends that are passive. So Cynthia brought up the fact that Nene confronted her about always giving Kenya a pass. And if Nene was to do some of the same stuff, Cynthia would have a big problem with it. And to me, it's true. It's very true. She always comes for Nene when Nene say or do something. And Kenya can do stuff. She could say the right things. And Cynthia will just, forgive it and move on. And it's just like, if you keep seeing a certain behavior from a so-called friend, you need to keep it honest with them. You need to keep it real with them and say, look, I don't know if I want us to be cool like that. We can be cordial. We could be associates, but don't talk crap about my, businesses, or the little wine cooler business, or whatever the hell Cynthia got going, a little wine cellar she got, and then all that bad advice about Mike Hill, once a cheater, always a cheater, and if you're a cheater, you're a liar. Meanwhile, the bitch is going through all of that and more behind the scenes. So it's just, what kind of friend is that? You know what I'm saying? And I even saw Cynthia on an interview where she was just like, well, when we was doing the show, I didn't know things was that bad with her and Mark. Because even Andy was like, well, do you kind of look at her advice that she gave to you as a little weird or a little, funny? Don't you think that was kind of strange that she was going through so much with Mark, but yet she had so much, advice to give you? Stupid ass Cynthia says, oh, well, she's the best person to give that type of advice since she was going through so much on her own. But bitch, she didn't tell you. She told you what she wanted you to know on this show. Okay, you didn't really know until y'all was done filming this damn season. You didn't know. You admitted that. You didn't know all of what was going on. You finding out about a lot of stuff now, like the rest of us. So that's not cool. When people in your life continuously disrespect you, and you gonna keep giving them a pass and say, well, that's my friend, and I'ma just, well, they apologize. No, the best apology is change behavior. And stupid ass Eva, oh, well, you're allowed to be different with your friends. Nobody should be telling you how to be, how to be with your friends, when, she was basically responding to Nene saying that Cynthia always gives Kenya a pass. That's what I told y'all. Eva is not good for this show. She's way too neutral. Way. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody else had brought up another perspective of Nene and Eva was so cool and so this, so that. And it's just like, I get Eva, you guys, don't get me wrong. I get Eva kind of keeping her distance from Nene. Especially if she don't like her like that. That's cool. I understand that. But Eva, you come across as being a bit fake. Because how do you go from knowing Nene all these years? We've been friends and we hung out. I saw these pictures with her and Nene. What was that? Season 11. And yeah, season 10, that's when you came on. You came in through Nene, and it's like now I get that you may not trust Nene because of basically a lot of the stuff that Nene say. I get it. I get it, but to me, I don't know. You stretched out that friendship and made it more than what it is. And that's what Nene said. She said Eva came on saying we were so good and we so this and we so that. So as soon as when I apologized to you, you should have been receptive and we should have went back to being cool. But I think that it really bothered Eva that Nene was sitting with Marlo and they was judging her on her credit and, she was moving and, her backstory basically that she didn't tell nobody about. So I understand some of that, but Eva, it's not looking good for you, sis, because it just looked like, I don't know, it just looked funny that, I don't know. I don't believe that you and Nene was that cool. I think that y'all was cool. You liked her and y'all hung out, but you go just throw y'all friendship down the drain. You know what I'm saying? And I notice every time Nene is mentioned or something, she don't never see it Nene's way. Like if you were cool with somebody, at one point in time, y'all were close like sisters. Wasn't she the one saying that about Nene? So it just, I don't know, y'all. Something with that just don't, it's not adding up. And hopefully on the damn reunion, they get to it. How y'all feel about the reunion being on social media? What do y'all think about that? I'm pissed off. I'm going to be honest with you all. I'm pissed off that it's going to have to be, what do they go use? FaceTime or Zoom? I don't like that. I want all you heifers in one room. I need the fashion. I need the hair. Now everybody, they may have to film at home. You guys, it's just too much. It's too much. How do y'all feel about that? I'm so mad about everything that's going on because it's really affecting the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Y'all know that's the one I really live for, honey. I like Potomac, but them not my girls like that. These are my girls. So I'm upset. I really want to see Kenya and Nene go head to head. I want to see them address Eva for always just getting pregnant. You too damn neutral, Eva. You don't speak against nothing, really. You just, I don't know, y'all. Remember, she had that chance to get Kenya together. She didn't come through and do that. Every time you confront it with something, oh, I didn't say it like that. And then the damn camera is showing your ass saying it like that. I mean, make it make sense. And it don't make no damn sense. Cynthia also let Eva know that Nene was trying to throw popcorn at Kenya and trying to spit the popcorn out at her. I think I called it popcorn seed, y'all. That's a correction. It was actual popcorn. Cynthia also let Eva know that Kenya and Tanya kind of worked out their issue about the whole cookie lady thing. No, they didn't. Tanya is still hot about that, and I don't blame her. And I definitely don't believe Kenya's apology to Tanya about bringing the cookie lady around. The only reason why you being humbled now is because of the shit that you going through. Other than that, you've been running amok and acting a fool. Okay, so next, honey, we are at Portia's charity event. She looks very beautiful. Her mother need to take that wig that she got on. Miss Diane, stop playing with us, girl. Take that off. Portia shared that she was an ambassador for March of Dimes. I guess it helps women with pregnancy-related issues. Women, I guess, that's trying to get pregnant, have had miscarriages. That's what I gathered from it, you guys. So we have Portia, Tanya, and Nene. Nene greets Portia. Portia is happy that Nene, showed up to her event. She's back being her big sister, supporting her. They end up talking about Kenya's husband is in the blogs about having multiple affairs. And, Portia was just like, I don't believe it. I don't know if that's true. And then Nene mentioned in her confessional, that was wrong what Kenya did, bringing the cookie lady in front of Tanya. And she was saying how Tanya should get the women that Mark is cheating on Kenya with. And, they need to all sit in front of Kenya and let her know what's been going on with her man. And I agree with that, because that was just messed up what Kenya did to Tanya. So, when people do stuff like that, honey, karma, like I always say, is a bitch. You gotta watch how you treat people, honey. We see Candy at the event, and she ends up telling the girls, I think Kenya and Cynthia, that she has some sex scenes. And they had to keep, redoing the scenes over and over again. Todd is flipping out. Who cares about Todd, honey? Okay, Todd don't mind sharing his woman. So that's why he having them issues right now. Cynthia mentioned to the girls that Eva had her baby, and she still wanted to come to the event. Eva, nobody missed you. I didn't. So sit your ass down. And don't lay down too long. Don't have no more babies, okay? So next we have all the ladies at the charity event. They're all sitting down and eating. And Portia gets up to speak about the miscarriage she had 6 years ago and how she was by herself throughout the entire process. And, it was just really painful. And she just said that she wants to be able to be there for other women to help them out. That way that they're not alone when they're going through such a time like that. So I felt like that was cool. That was really nice. Tanya ended up talking, and she mentioned how, she's with her forever mate. Tanya, when the hell you go get married, sis? Go ahead, go and get married, girl. Okay. Anyways, she mentions how, she has been having issues with getting pregnant, and, she was told she has a low egg reserve. So, hopefully that gets better for Tanya. We also see Kenya mentioning in her confessional that, she made a really good point. She had mentioned how it's sad that, some women, they can't even have kids, and you should never make fun of another woman for not being able to have kids and stuff like that. So Marlo even mentioned, honey, that she had 2 ectopic pregnancies. Who would have known, honey? Marlo. I love this softer side of Marlo. I think it's really going to humanize her. Her nephews are doing a miracle in her life. They just don't know it. She think that they needed her. No, she needs them, because they are going to help transform Marlo. Okay. They're really going to help transform her. She's already good. She's funny and confident and fashionable. She already bad, but she's just going to be, a better woman, a woman that more people, I think, take seriously and trust. I think through the years, people have just saw Marlo for, just being superficial and being a materialist. Being gaudy, that's what people see, when they look at Marlo. That's all, she's really given us. And I think this season, I'm just seeing, a lot of changes with Marlo, and they are good changes. Nene also mentioned that she had a miscarriage as well. So it's just, I love this, you guys. I love that the ladies are all bonding and sharing their stories. Shami also chimed in about, what she went through before, giving birth to her daughter. She had a situation where her blood wouldn't clot, and, she had some complications. And she just mentioned to the ladies how important it was to, be able to share their story. So that was good. I was happy, to hear her, be compassionate, and to hear her be humble and emotional and share her story. I like stuff like this, because this really makes the ladies all seem human, they seem relatable, and I like that. That's cool. And of course, Miss USA, looking for a payday, she ends up bringing up the fact that Shamia almost texted her because her water broke. I know a lot of you all will say, oh, well, that's good that Shamia and Kenya were close enough to where, she felt comfortable texting Kenya through such a time of duress. But I'm a very smart person. Kenya was trying to be funny in that moment and make things about her. And I didn't even know Shamia and Kenya was even cool like that. They've always been at odds, it seemed like. It's okay, you guys, for them to be cordial. I don't have an issue with that, but I just thought that was interesting that Kenya would mention that, and then she go say, oh, I don't know where Portia was. She was probably working. Bitch, you know where she was. And Portia felt the way, and you saw it all in her face. And Portia was just like, I didn't even know Shamia and Kenya was cool like that. So watch out for that, Portia. This woman, she loves being in friendship triangles, hence the whole thing with Nene and Cynthia. She like that, and she'll get in the middle of your shit. And I know a lot of y'all will disagree, but that's what I see when it comes to Kenya. She always likes to, I don't know. She just always likes to get in the middle of people's friendships, I noticed. And that's very interesting that Shamia, because for a while, I can kind of take or leave Shamia. She's okay. I never really trusted her all like that because she was such a hater of Phaedra and Portia's relationship. But Portia, isn't she the one that was going in on Phaedra? Season 9 reunion. She did a lot of gaslighting to Phaedra on that reunion and calling her auntie, and she was just really jealous of Portia and Phaedra's relationship. And she kept trying to act like she was so concerned. And yes, you guys, that was wrong what Phaedra did. She shouldn't have lied to Portia. But to me, before it even got to any rape situation with Candy and Todd and all that, that girl, Shamia, was jealous of Phaedra and Portia's relationship. So, Portia, you pay attention to that. The type of friend that Shamia is, that in a moment like that, she would call Kenya and text Kenya and not you. That's very strange. And honey, I saw Portia's facial expression, and that didn't even fit right with her. And this is the thing, you guys. It's okay for people to be cordial. I don't have an issue with it. It's just Shamia went so hard on Portia being cool with Phaedra. Okay? And so you did that, but yet it's cool for you to be texting Kenya for an emergency. Why you didn't text your damn friend? Okay? So, that didn't sit right with me. And that's interesting, the person that brought it all up, Kenya. Messy. Okay, I caught that. A lot of y'all is not going to catch that. Y'all going to be, oh, well, she didn't mean nothing by it. I seen it, honey. I seen it. Damn, Kenya. So next we see Kenya, and she's having a talk with, her Aunt Lisa. She wants her to be the power of attorney over, her estate and everything. And she also wants her, to take care of Brooklyn if anything ever happens to Kenya or Mark. So I like Aunt Lisa. Aunt Lisa seems, these people in her family, honey, they seem so normal. Where did Kenya get all this Lifetime movie character stuff? Where did she get all this from, honey? Okay. But, this fool, Kenya, keeps talking about Mark. Well, I just wish that, Mark cared enough to try to work things out. All of the sob story, girl, you could keep that. The man don't want to be bothered with you no more. Move on with your life. Even her auntie said, you know what? I don't like to see anybody be mistreated. And if you feel like you're being mistreated, then, you need to move on. You don't need him, in your life. And I'm just like, Kenya, why does everybody got to keep telling you the obvious? And this is the thing. Kenya represents a lot of people. A lot of people, they sit up and they judge people on these reality shows. And in real life, their shit is just all messed up. And Kenya has did that to everybody's relationship. But once she gets in a relationship, the rules are different. She don't have to have all these morals and values and standards. So, girl, you need to get it together and keep it moving. All right, so the last scene is the last scene. We got Candy and Todd, and basically Todd let Candy have it. He's just like, listen, you're always working, even when you're home. You book stuff, you run out, gotta be here, gotta do that. You know, you have a baby coming, you got too much going on. Well, I told you I wouldn't do, more of my acting. And then, Todd is like, I support your acting. I'm the one that's holding stuff down at the businesses and taking care of the kids, while you off doing what you're doing, but you need to make time for family. And like I said before, you all, Candy cares way too much about money. We all care about money. Ain't nothing wrong with chasing a bag, but why do you keep having children and you don't have time for them? Why? What is the fucking purpose? Make it make sense. So next, Todd basically tells Candy that he didn't give up a lot of his dreams just for her to accomplish her dreams. And I saw this coming. I was having those thoughts about their relationship because I'm like, I don't ever hear him doing nothing on his own no more. Everything he do is connected to her. So that was interesting that he brought that up to her. And that was a really good point. He talked about for the longest time, he wasn't good enough and he had to keep proving himself. And, it's been a hard time for him throughout the years. I think in the situation with Todd and Candy, I feel like Todd feels emasculated. Like he's like just a house dad and Candy basically wears the pants. And I mean, this is just what it is, honey, when you get with a woman that got more money than you. You knew what you was getting yourself into. Candy is very ambitious. But I am Team Todd. I think that Candy sabotages her life. You say you want to spend more time with your kids, but you're always working. You know what I'm saying? So you need to prioritize and only do the things that's important to you. And stop having more kids. Kids need a lot more than money to survive. They need your time. They need you loving on them, spending time with them, just taking them places. Like they need that. So I don't know, you guys. She have another damn baby. I feel like it would be selfish as hell. But that was the show, you guys. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.